Have you ever wondered about the origins of one of the world's oldest religions, Hinduism? Let's take a journey back in time to where it all began, the ancient Indus Valley civilization, which existed around 5,000 years ago. Here, on the fertile plains of the river Indus, lay the roots of Hinduism. It was a time before written scriptures, where people lived in well-planned cities, and their spiritual beliefs revolved around nature and fertility. They worshipped powerful forces like the mighty river, the blazing sun, and the fertile soil, embodying them into deity-like figures. Some scholars suggest that the enigmatic Pashupati seal found at these sites may represent an early precursor to the Hindu god Shiva. As centuries rolled on, a significant shift occurred in the subcontinent around 1500 BC. This was the transition from the Indus Valley civilization to the Vedic period, marked by the arrival of the Aryans. The Aryan culture, with its rich oral traditions and rituals, started to blend with the existing beliefs. This was no overnight transformation. It was a gradual process that unfolded over centuries, leading to an amalgamation of cultures, traditions, and beliefs. The Aryan sacred hymns, known as the Vedas, began to take center stage. These ancient texts, composed in Sanskrit, became the bedrock of Hindu philosophy and practice. These hymns, rituals, and philosophies were passed down orally from generation to generation until they were finally penned down, marking the beginning of the Vedic age. The Vedas were divided into four major parts: the Rigveda, the Yajurveda, the Samaveda, and the Atharvaveda, each dealing with different aspects of life and the universe. This period, known as the Vedic Age, was a crucial phase in the development of Hinduism. It laid the foundation for the complex and diverse set of beliefs that we associate with Hinduism today. From its enigmatic origins in the Indus Valley, Hinduism started to take shape during the Vedic Age, setting the stage for the beliefs that would follow. The Vedic period, a pivotal era in the development of Hinduism, introduced many concepts still prevalent today. This epoch, named after the religious texts produced during this time, the Vedas, was a transformative phase in the spiritual journey of the Indian subcontinent. The Vedas, considered the oldest scriptures of Hinduism, are a collection of hymns, prayers, rituals, and philosophical discourses, comprising four main texts: the Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharvaveda. These sacred books are held in high esteem for their spiritual wisdom and divine knowledge. It was during the Vedic period that the core tenets of Hinduism began to take shape. The concept of dharma, or the moral and ethical duties one must follow, was introduced. Dharma became the guiding principle for righteous living, a beacon illuminating the path of truth and justice. It was considered the moral compass guiding individuals towards their purpose and duty in life, often influenced by one's caste, occupation, and age. Alongside dharma, the principle of karma, the law of cause and effect, was also established. Karma became the cosmic ledger, recording every action of an individual, whether good or bad. This concept instilled the belief that every action has a consequence, and these consequences, whether in this life or the next, are a direct result of one's deeds. These two fundamental concepts, dharma and karma, became the pillars of Hindu thought. They shaped the spiritual landscape, guiding individuals towards a path of righteousness and moral living. The Vedic period also saw the development of detailed rituals and ceremonies, emphasizing the connection between the mortal world and the divine. These rituals, often involving sacrifices and offerings, were believed to maintain the balance of the cosmos and ensure prosperity and well-being. The Vedic period thus laid the foundation for the complex system of beliefs that Hinduism encompasses today. It was a time of spiritual awakening where the seeds of Hindu thought were sown, eventually growing into the rich tapestry of beliefs we see in contemporary Hinduism. As we move forward in time, we enter the Upanishadic age, a time of philosophical introspection within Hinduism. The Upanishads, often referred to as Vedanta or the end of the Vedas, are philosophical texts that delve into the profound aspects of life and existence. They are seen as the culmination of Vedic thought, and they significantly influence the development of Hindu philosophy. Around 400 texts make up the Upanishads, but the principal Upanishads, numbering around 14, are often highlighted for their profound philosophical content. These texts are more than just philosophical musings, they are dialogues between teachers and students, exploring the nature of reality, the self, and the universe. A central theme in the Upanishads is the concept of Atman, the soul or self. The Upanishads assert that Atman is the eternal essence of an individual, unchanging and immortal. It's the divine spark within us all, the true self that lies beyond our physical and mental layers. The realization of one's Atman is seen as a path to liberation, a release from the cycle of birth and death. Parallel to the concept of Atman, the Upanishads also introduce Brahman, the ultimate reality or supreme cosmic power. The Upanishads describe Brahman as the fundamental reality behind everything in the universe, the unifying principle that permeates all existence. Brahman is beyond description, beyond all conceptual frameworks, and can only be truly understood through direct experience. The revolutionary idea that the Upanishads present is the unity of Atman and Brahman. They propose that the individual soul, Atman, and the ultimate reality, Brahman, are one and the same. This realization, this experience of oneness, is seen as the highest spiritual attainment. The Upanishadic age deepened the spiritual understanding within Hinduism, introducing concepts that would shape the religion's worldview. It was a time of introspection and philosophical exploration, a time that saw the emergence of profound spiritual concepts that continue to influence Hindu thought and practice to this day. The age of epics and Puranas brought Hinduism to life through mesmerizing stories and vivid characters. As we delve into this era, we encounter two great epics that have influenced and shaped Hinduism, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. These are not mere stories but profound moral and philosophical treatises woven into captivating tales. The Mahabharata, often hailed as the longest epic poem in the world, is a story of kinship, power, morality, and the ultimate triumph of Dharma, or righteous duty. It's a mirror into the human soul, reflecting our virtues and vices, our choices and their consequences. The Bhagavad Gita, a small but significant part of the Mahabharata, is a conversation between Prince Arjuna and his charioteer Krishna, who reveals himself as the Supreme Being. The Gita offers profound insights into life, duty, and the path to spiritual enlightenment. On the other hand, the Ramayana is a tale of love, devotion, and the ideal life. It narrates the journey of Prince Rama, his wife Sita, and his loyal devotee Hanuman. The epic depicts Rama as the embodiment of Dharma, showcasing his exemplary character as a son, a husband, a king, and a warrior. The Ramayana serves as a beacon guiding individuals towards righteous living. Beyond these epics, the Puranas, literally meaning ancient, are a treasure trove of mythological tales, genealogies of deities, and descriptions of cosmic creations and destructions. They are divided into 18 major texts, each dedicated to different aspects of the divine. The Puranas make complex philosophical concepts digestible through relatable narratives, making them a significant tool for imparting wisdom to the masses. The age of epics and Puranas thus served as a fertile ground for the evolution of Hinduism. The stories, characters, and teachings from this era have seeped into the cultural fabric, influencing art, literature, and daily life in profound ways. Through engaging narratives, the age of epics and Puranas reinforced the teachings of Hinduism, making them accessible and relatable to the masses. As we've journeyed through time, we've seen how Hinduism, a religion of immense depth and diversity, has evolved. We've traced its roots from the ancient Indus Valley, where its symbols and rituals first began to take shape. We've explored the Vedic period, a transformative era that saw the emergence of the sacred texts, the Vedas, which continue to guide Hindu thought and practice today. We've ventured into the profound philosophical period of the Upanishads, where core concepts of Hinduism like karma, dharma, and moksha were deeply explored. These concepts have become the bedrock of Hindu philosophy, influencing its followers' perspectives on life, death, morality, and the ultimate goal of liberation. We've also delved into the age of epics and Puranas, a vibrant period that brought forth the great epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana, and the Puranas with their rich mythological tales. These stories, filled with wisdom and moral lessons, have shaped the cultural and ethical landscape of Hindu society and continue to resonate in the hearts of millions. Each of these periods has played a critical role in the development of Hinduism, contributing to its rich tapestry of beliefs and practices. From the ritualistic practices of the Indus Valley to the philosophical depth of the Upanishads and the narrative richness of the epics and Puranas, Hinduism has continuously evolved, adapting to the needs and understandings of its followers. And yet, despite its evolution and diversity, the essence of Hinduism remains the same: a quest for spiritual understanding and liberation. This essence is the thread that weaves through the tapestry of Hinduism, connecting its various elements into a coherent whole. From its ancient roots to its vibrant present, Hinduism's evolution reflects a continuous quest for spiritual understanding, making it a fascinating study for religion enthusiasts worldwide.